Hey girl, hey! Today we're going to be playing with the friendcation palette. I recently got my hand on round 2 of Dose of Colors and Desi x Katy collab, and I'm really excited. The collection is a whole bunch of stuff, but I only got my hands on the palette today, and I figured, you know what? Let's sit down, let's play with it, and see how this fares, if this is really something that is worth your coins. So this is what it looks like out of the box. When you see the packaging in person, it's very, very beautiful. For example, I have from their last collab, the highlighter Fuego, and this is what it looked like. So there's a slight difference in material, but it basically looks the same. It's gorgeous, by the way, and feels very, very well made. On the back, they tell you all the shade names if you want to know what you're using. And when you open it up here, you get these beautiful colors. I've already dug my hands into swatch because I couldn't resist. And you also get a little mirror right here as well. Now, this palette, she costs a pretty penny, honey. She's $55. It's not cheap. The mattes do feel very buttery when you swatch them, and the shimmers are what really, really, really draws the eye. I mean, as you guys can see here, like this little like trio over here is beautiful. This pink is beautiful, although it's not exactly a unique color. And the mattes I love. I haven't tried them on my eyes yet. I do wish there was like a nice like matte orange in there, but that's okay. We're gonna see what we can come up with today. For primer today, I'm gonna be using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Eye Primer and applying that to both eyes. Now I am going to be setting this with my Fenty Invisimatte blotting powder on the areas where my eyes crease. This is something you guys have always seen me do, unless you're brand new to my channel, but I do have oily hooded eyes. So the first transition color that appeals to me is this color right here. It's called Churro. And first thing I noticed is when you do put your brush in, you get a lot of pigment up in there. It's not like you have to dig around for too much. Oh wow, it's actually nice and deep. Wasn't sure if it was going to be dark enough. So far, I am noticing that it blends very, very nicely as well. So far, I really like that brown churro. It's really nice and subtle. I mean, I'm loving it so far. I can't say anything bad about it. Now I'm going to go ahead and use this color right here, Girl Bye, right underneath churro. Ooh, like this color speaks to me, honey. I love like mauve-y, like berry tones, especially in the transition colors. Ooh, and it blends really beautifully with churro too. Oh, that's pretty. One thing I do have to say is you don't have to do much work when you're blending with these matte colors. So right here on my fingers, I've got Dirty Money, A Moment, and Game Over, and I want to swatch them for you guys. That's kind of a crappy swatch, but as you guys can see, they look really beautiful. I already know that I want to use this blue color right here, A Moment. I feel like it's really, really gonna pop. So I personally feel like these shimmer colors are gonna go really well with some type of glitter glue or a mixing medium. And I only say that not because they don't have enough pigment on their own, but because they do have like a glittery formula. And I don't know about you, but I hate getting glitter fallout underneath my eyes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my Inglot Duraline and I'm going to mix the shade A Moment in with it and then apply it to my lids. Ooh, that has such a pretty, a pretty metallic color. Looks scrumptious. And now I'm gonna go in with a little bit on my finger that's mixed with Duraline. And I mean, look at how dramatic that is. I freaking love it. I do find that your finger application is probably best. You can use your brush to kind of get your general shape down and then go on top of anything with just your finger, and it adds that perfect like shimmer glaze. It just, I feel like I don't have any eyeshadow like this color. Now I am really, really in love with this shade A Moment. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, you can't help but just look, you know? I will also say that you should do your eyes before you do your rest of your makeup, because I mean, even with my Duraline, I couldn't keep the glitter like off my face. I just had to take like a huge makeup wipe and just wipe a bunch off. But other than that, I'm loving the performance of the shades. Even the shade A Moment here blended in really nicely with the transition when I went over it with a blending brush. So I think that was excellent. excellent. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and take this color right here. It's called Just a Kiss. They did say it's more of a topper. So I'm going to take my shadow brush and just lightly press it over these, just because I want to see what it's going to look like, because I love this, but I've only used 3 colors so far, so I kind of want to spice it up a little bit. Ooh, this is kind of cool. It adds some kind of like gold reflex to the eyeshadow, which is pretty dope. I don't know if I like it so much as a moment alone, but that's okay. I just kind of wanted to have it look, you know, a little spicy. This is something I haven't really done before, this kind of eye look, that like electric blue, but it's giving me all kinds of feels right now. So this is what it looks like with lashes. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup, and then we're gonna do some lower eye action. Okay, so I finished my makeup, but you know, there's still a little bit left to do. I'm going to take this color Girl Bye right here and apply it to my lower lash line, and I'm gonna be smudging that out. I wanted to use this because I still wanted to keep the lower lash line kind of lighter. I didn't want to add any dark colors under there. All right, so I've got the old highlighter. This is Fuego, the one that's also being sold in the current collection. The other newer highlighter is called Chasing the Sun. That's more of a goldeny kind of texture, but I can only get my hands on this one. So I want to show you guys, this is more of a lighter color. It's definitely a more bling highlighter. And I personally like to go a lot lighter with this one, just because I feel like it can be a little bit overpowering on my skin tone. I'm also going to add just a tad to my brow bone so that when the light hits, you can catch it. All right, so to fill you guys in on what I put on my lips, I added the MAC Chestnut Liner, and then this is one of my favorite lipsticks. This is also from MAC. It's the Toast and Butter lipstick, and I topped it off with the gloss. This is the Dose of Colors Over the Top gloss, and I've had this since it first launched in round 1. I love this gloss. I think it's bomb. It always complements any lip combo I have. Now, do I think it's something you need to rush out and get? Yeah, not really. I mean, if you have Gloss Bomb from Fenty, then like you're good. You don't need this one. But if you like glosses with like gold reflex in it, then I think that you're gonna really like this one as well. I know that there were a lot of people that liked this one so much in round 1 that they decided just to reorder and restock for round 2. So you might want to do that if you like this. I don't think I myself will be restocking, just because it's lasted me a while, you know, and I think I like Gloss Bomb more than I like this one, to be honest. Okay, so let's talk about the beautiful palette right here with these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous colors. So do I think that this is worth $55? Straight up, I'm going to tell you, no, I don't think it's worth $55. I think the price is very, very steep for that. Now, what I will say is, if you are looking to rationalize this to yourself for the purchase and you just really love these shimmers, like you think that you're going to use these shimmers all the time, every weekend, every night, then go for it. I think these shimmers are interesting and elegant and beautiful enough to warrant that, if you want to spend that money. Now, as for the palette as a whole, over here, I like the mattes. The mattes blend really smoothly. There's very little fallout. I did tap any excess off in the pan, but I didn't see any fallout from the mattes on my face, which I really liked. These shimmers, I mean, obviously, like, look at this eye look. It is eye-catching. It is very, very unique. These colors are not colors that you will see very often in other palettes, and I think that the formula is spectacular. I do think that in order to make these shimmers pop, you're gonna have to use a glitter glue, like I said before, or a mixing medium. So I don't think that just, you know, Fix Plus with a shadow is going to be enough to get this type of like amazingness. I'm just going to put that out there. So that's why I don't particularly think that this is worth $55, because there are only kind of like 4 shimmers here, and then this one, even though it is a shimmer, it's more of a topper, they said, you know, which is kind of like, if this whole palette was shimmers, I think it would definitely be worth $55. I don't know if any of you guys are in love with any of these mattes enough to consider that, oh man, I don't have anything like this. Okay, let me go ahead and purchase that for $55. So to me, Honestly, the price is a little bit steep for what it is. However, I did purchase this myself. You know, would I repurchase it? No, but I was looking at those shimmers myself and I was like, dang, like I don't have anything like that in my collection, and I know I'm gonna be sad and have a little bit of FOMO, you know, if I don't pick this up. So that's why I picked it up myself, and I figured maybe you guys would want to see how this looks on me. I really like it. I know I'm gonna use it, but as for you guys, the average person, maybe somebody that's also on a tight budget, you know, it's not really like that popping to spend $55. If I were to reprice this, honestly, like $35 for sure. Because the quality is there, beautiful colors are there, but I think that it's, yeah, like I said, a little bit too steep in my opinion. That being said, I do love Desi and Katy so much. I think they are wonderful women. I love their work ethic. I think they're so funny, very entertaining to watch, and they're like killing it on YouTube. Now, if you guys have purchased anything from this collection, I definitely want to know what your thoughts are about them. Please put them down in the comments below, and this might also help other shoppers who are kind of thinking about whether or not they want to get this. Feel free to check out some of the other videos that are right next to me. And if you're still here, girl, and you haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe button. I upload multiple times a week and I would love to have you join the family. If you're oldie but goodie subby, hey girl, I love you guys and I will see you in the next video. Bye.